What is going on, guys? Today we had taken a trade. Let's go over what we were seeing, how it played out, what I did, what I was feeling. So if we look on the daily, we're looking pretty choppy. I can't lie. But we are bullish. If we look on the 4 hour, we were not entirely bullish. We did inverse this 4 hour gap, but at that point we were inside this 4 hour here, but that didn't sway me the slightest. And then the 1 hour was bullish, so really it was going off the 1 hour today, and really saw draws to the upside. What we saw here was, all right, bullish on ES, 1 hour as well, and we were coming off this 4 hour gap, so it was in Q. We had came down at open right here, came down and swept out these lows right before open. We swept out London, I think. Yeah, we swept out London down here and swept a couple other hourly lows to get some liquidity. Respected the 1 hour. Was also respecting this 4 hour 4 hour equilibrium. Sorry, just had a brain fart. But we were looking bullish for the most part. Higher time frame confluences were aligning, and then we were seeing a lower time frame setup here. We saw price come down into this 5 minute, and I took this trade on ES because it was leading. As you can see, we started pumping at market open, edged Asia, and then came down and retraced. So this was my entry at this retracement. NQ had done the same thing, but it was looking more bearish. As you can see, it was lower down here, sweeping out these lows, and came up and did pretty much the exact same thing. So we were looking good, we were aligning, and everything was looking pretty good. The only thing that was pretty bad today was the entry, was the R, was the stop loss. It was not exactly where I wanted it to be, not very exact. So you could see here on the 1 minute, we can zoom in. We came out this area here. We didn't quite break structure right out the gate. We dipped back into this 5 minute. We ended up breaking structure with this candle at 944. NQ did the same thing as it was respecting this 5 minute equilibrium here. And we came up, we did inverse the gap, but we didn't find an entry until 944. So at 944, we ended up inversing another 1 minute gap right here. Tiny little gap, but it's there. It's apparent. So I entered right here, and that candle opened. Stops were below this 1 minute low. See, I wanted stops down here, but the RR would have been worse. So I was really just targeting this 1-to-1 right here. And then TP was up here, targeting the 1-to-1. That I brought it a little bit past to get a better RR, because if it was down here, negative RR. So brought it up here, and it would have hit. It would have even gone to my other draws on liquidity. But what happened was we were sitting in this zone and we were just chopping. And NQ had actually taken out this high that I was targeting before before ES, right here. And was looking better than ES. So it was kind of scaring me a little bit, definitely. And I ended up going break even as soon as NQ had taken out Asia high. So that was at 10:10, right? 10:10, and at 10:10 we were still down here. So I sat through all this chop. At 10:10, I went break even. due to a potential SMT, knowing that market is looking choppy and looking at the daily and everything, that we're in a choppy range. So I'm expecting for a high to get taken out, move lower to take out another low. Could have created a potential SMT. So went break even here, hit break even, and price ran to my TP. So it's unfortunate, but I was thinking about it over today and like, yeah, I could have won. And it sucks that it was just right then and there that price had hit my TP after a couple minutes. And if I didn't go break even, I would have been green on the day. But realistically, on a longevity scale, um, I would have done that on any normal day. If one index takes out my target before the other, if I'm in a trade, etc., etc., um, I would still take that same action. So despite everything, I think the only thing bad with this trade was my entry giving me bad RR, and then that caused TPs and stop losses to be moved in places where price wouldn't technically be invalidated. But it didn't get hit anyway. The only thing that got hit was my break even. So just unfortunate, I believe. It's not the prettiest price action today, but there was a setup. I was able to identify it and see it, and take a trade on it. I look for the whole idea was going break even was realistically protect your capital, protect your capital, protect your capital. Now I could have been risking and potentially losing money instead of protecting the capital that I have. And I really think that you should just stop thinking about, oh, I could take profit here, I can make this amount of money, I can make, X amount of money. When realistically, the only way you're going to survive in these markets is being defensive. And being defensive is going to, if you focus on just being defensive, there's only one other way it will go up. And the more losses that you minimize, the more profit that you will be able to take out the markets. But yeah, that's the way I'm trying to think about it, been thinking about it. And hopefully this mindset shift will allow me to minimize the losses that I had, because the past couple of weeks, last month, I was just constantly winning, losing, winning, losing. And that was due to me not being able to protect my losses with a break even, or simply just taking stupid trades. So once I'm past the stage of taking stupid trades and simply just following my rules that I have set for myself on a daily basis every single day, follow my strategy the same way every single day, then eventually I'll be able to take more profits. That will even minimize more losses. But yeah, that's pretty much way I've been feeling, I've been thinking, and honestly just feel great, feel good. I didn't see a thing wrong with this trade. Break even was necessary at that point, in my eyes. When you're taking out um, this high, Asia high, could have been an SMT, could have moved price farther down to my stop loss, could have. And I've seen it happen before. Might have not happened today. Seen it happen before. Focus on protecting your capital. Otherwise, you will just be getting back your money to the market. I could care less that I got break even today. It's better than a loss. It's just the way I've been thinking about it. It's better than a loss. And if we can just ask for a break even and get a break even, it's better than a loss. And then eventually, those trades that play out flawlessly, you'll be able to take those profits from, instead of giving them back to the market by over risking and not being able to manage your risk properly. Could be spouting a bunch of bullshit. Just what's coming off the tip of my tongue right now and what I've been thinking. So, but protect your capital. That's all I gotta say. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow. we'll see what's up. But that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.